comfortably seated, take a minute to just wiggle around, get settled into your spot. And I'll jump right in with our card today. Our empowerment cards by Jody Bergsma. Today, the card that I pulled is Union, which is very appropriate for yoga. You have seen and unseen allies draw upon their strength, join forces with friends, and flourish. And the little book says, Union, today I will focus on the good and happy spirits in my life, the ones that build me up instead of tearing me down. I am rich with the joy and beauty brought to me by my friends. Today, I will contact a friend and tell them of their worth. I will embrace their love and thrive. So, you may remember that the word union is basically what yoga means. It's the union or yoke, the connection of body, mind, spirit. Here's the card. And I think that's very appropriate. I appreciate you all for being here and for just helping us all together get through this whole stay-at-home business. It's nice to have a little bit of normal routine, even if we're not sitting in the same room together. We're together in spirit and electronically through the ether. So, union. How can you create a little bit more union in your world today? Who could you perhaps connect with and reach out to that you've been thinking, I need to get in touch with that person and check in with them and see how they're doing? And think about who maybe you could put on your list today to do that for. I know I've found that really helpful, is just reaching out to people and every so often checking in. Like when we first started this whole stay at home, I was like, having Zoom meetings and calling people, and there was a lot of connection going on immediately, checking in, seeing how people were doing. And now things have sort of settled a little bit down in our concerns, I guess. And yet we still need to stay connected. And there's still people out there who we should, have a little touch point with from time to time. So just think about who that might be for you today. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Notice how that breath feels in your body as we start to just wake up a little bit, start to get our alignment in check, straightening the spine, lifting the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, and rooting down through our tailbone. Feeling the breath flow in and flow back out. Flowing in and back out. And now just drop your head over to the right. Let your right ear drop down towards your right shoulder. And just having the weight of your head stretch your side neck on the left side here. Breathing. And then come back up to center and take it over the other way. If you're feeling tight there, just be gentle. Maybe start up a little higher and then slowly wind your way down maybe coming up and down a couple times before you settle in. Draw your right shoulder down. Let the head release to the left, breathing. And then come back up. And let's bring our hands up behind our heads and tip over to one side and then back up to center and over to the other and back up and to side, back up and to side, back up and to side. Keep it up and over, up and over, up and over. Bring it back up. Release those hands, bring them out to the side, turn your palms up, and then inhale, bring them up overhead, look up towards your hands, and then exhale, let them float back down. Inhale, lift, bring it up, and exhale, drop it down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And let's take a twist here. Bring your right hand over to your left leg. Swing your left hand behind you. Twist to the left and look back over your shoulder. Breathing, twisting, turning. And then come back to center. Take your left hand to your right leg, right hand behind you, and twist. Feeling that spine moving gradually a little deeper and deeper. And then back to center again. Have your hands on your knees with your arms straight. Your back is long, just leaning back so that your back is straight too. And now you're going to pull your belly in, bring your chin to your chest, curl your back towards the wall behind you. And then inhale, sit and lift, look up. Exhale, round it down. Inhale, lift and look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And inhale back to neutral position. All right, let's go over to the mat. Coming up off your seated position. And let's find our way into a standing position, into mountain pose at the front of your mat. Just taking a minute to get your feet about hip distance apart. Hands are down at your side. Just taking some time to walk out your feet a little bit, back and forth. Lifting the heels and then letting your feet settle down onto the mat. Standing tall through your legs, through your spine, relaxing the shoulders down. Crown of the head is reaching up. Hands together at your heart. Just take a moment here to create your intention for today. And then slowly let your eyes open and exhale, hands come down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins up. Exhale, release. Spread the arms, flat back up and over. And exhale, hands back to your heart. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins up. Exhale, release. Inhale all the way. And exhale back down to your heart. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins up. And now bring your hands down to the outside of your feet. Let's bring the right foot back and left foot back. Hands under the shoulders, coming into a plank position, nice long line with your body. Hands are spread out, fingers are wide. You're pushing into your palms and the tips of your fingers. You're on your toes, pushing out through your heels. and your belly is strong, pulling in towards your spine. Breathing here, inhale 1, exhale, inhale 2, exhale, inhale 3, exhale. Drop your knees, tops of the feet to the mat, lower all the way down onto your belly. Pull the elbows in towards your ribs and press and lift for cobra pose. And then exhale, drop back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Now curl your toes under, press and lift, and come up to downward facing dog. And just take a minute here to pedal out your feet, bending one knee and then the other, dropping your heels, walking back and forth. And then drop both heels down and then lift them way up, roll up to the toes. Exhale, drop down and then lift back up. Drop it down and lift back up. Good. Drop those heels. Look towards your hands. Bring left foot forward. Plant the back foot and come all the way up to standing. Legs are straight, front toes forward. Bring your hips forward and then drop down into your lunge. And then settle into the spot, trying to have knee over heel on the front leg. The back foot is planted, hips are facing forward, and then let your arms rise up overhead, reaching tall through your fingertips, eyes up, heart open, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Arms come down, shoulder height, left arm forward, right arm back, warrior 2. Reach long through your arms. Sink a little deeper into your lunge and breathe. Good. Windmill those hands all the way back to the front foot. Bring the left foot back. Drop knees. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Push back and come to downward dog. Look to your hands. Right foot forward. Plant the back foot and come up for front foot forward. Back foot planted. Hips facing forward, and then drop down into your lunge. Inhale, raise those arms up overhead, reaching long. Bring the hands together if it's working for you today. Eyes are forward, heart is open. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Arms come down, right arm forward, left arm back. Warrior 2. Breathing. Windmill those hands back to the front foot and the right foot comes back. Drop knees, exhale down. Inhale cobra, exhale release. Push back and come to downward dog. Look towards your hands and take little steps, bringing yourself forward up to the front of your mat. And then exhale, fold it down. Inhale, lift, come all the way up and over. And exhale, hands come back to your heart. Let's bring the legs wide, coming into a wide stance. Have your hands on your hips. And we're going to drop down into a lunge and then come back up. Drop it down and come back up. Drop it down and come back up. Maybe bring your arms out to the side, out to the front, I mean. We're just moving through this easy, steady breath. Now drop it down and let's hold it here, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Inhale 4, exhale. Inhale 5, exhale. Straighten it up. and drop back down. Straighten it up and down. Straighten it up and down. Keep it going. Breathing. Now this time hold it. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Inhale 4, exhale. Inhale 5, exhale. Straighten it up and come back down. This will be the last round. You can do this. Breathing. Couple more. Keep going. And now last hold. Drop it down. Get really low. Bring your hands out in front and we'll breathe for 5. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Inhale 4, exhale. Inhale 5, straighten it up. Drop your hands, shake your arms and legs back and forth a little bit. Get the kinks out. Good job. And then just start swaying side to side. Gradually let your arms get higher. Keep breathing, keep the breath moving. And then come back to center, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and let's step one foot in and then the other and just shake it out a little. Let's find tree pose today for our balance pose. So have your feet about hip distance apart, and we'll shift weight over onto our left foot. And you can start with your heel on your leg and your toes down, or your foot low, below your knee, or you can try bringing it all the way up into your inner leg. The squishier the floor, the harder this might be. Once your foot is settled, bring your hands together at your heart. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Now slowly bring your arms up and out, opening up as if you were a big maple tree. Just starting to get all your leaves opening up in their bright greenness. Breathing. Hands together, lower back down, and release that leg back to the floor. Just take a minute, wiggle out your feet, wiggle out your hands, and we're going to go over on to the other side. So weight on the right foot this time, and now position your left foot where you would like to have it for tree pose. Bring your hands together at your heart, lift your elbows, gaze steady, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Raise those arms up overhead. Spread them wide, reaching out through your fingertips. Breathe. Hands come together, drop them back down to your heart. Release the leg and back down to the floor and just walk everything out. Shake your arms, shake your legs, turn your head side to side, and then come back to stillness. Let's come back to the front of the mat, find Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet hip distance apart, hands together at your heart. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale lift. Exhale fold. Hands to shins up. Exhale release. Left foot back and right foot back. Drop knees. Exhale. Inhale cobra. Exhale release. Push and lift. Come back up to downward facing dog. Just get steady here, pressing hands into the mat, pressing feet down, dropping the heels, lengthening the legs. You want to lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling as you drop your head down towards the floor. And let's reach the right leg up towards the ceiling, pointing the toes, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Now point that toe on the right foot and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Circle your foot around in one direction and then reverse and circle it the other way. Good. Drop the right foot back to the mat. Come forward into plank. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift and look up. And exhale back to downward dog. Weight on the right foot, left leg lifts. Point the toes. Reaching long, so your arms are long, torso's long, left leg is reaching back. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Now flex your foot and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Circle the foot one way. Circle it the other. And then lower that foot back down. Come forward to plank. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift and look up. And exhale, bring it back. Look towards your hands. Bring your left foot forward and then the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands come back to your heart. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale back, inhale lift. Exhale fold, hands to shins up. Exhale release. Left foot back and right foot back. Drop knees, exhale down. Inhale cobra, exhale release. Push back and come to down dog. Let's drop the knees down to the mat here and walk the hands underneath your shoulders. You want to have your fingers spread out wide. Just take a minute and wiggle the hips side to side here. Breathing. And then come back to center. Now pick up your right arm and your left leg. Reach it out. You're pointing the fingers. You're pointing the toes. You're pressing into that left arm. Don't let your shoulder collapse down. You're lifting your torso away from the floor. Core is nice and strong. Breathing. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Bring it back down. Take a minute here. Just let your hips move side to side. Move over to the other arm and leg. Come back to stillness. And then you're going to reach out the left arm and the right leg, pointing the fingers, pointing the toes, breathing. And then let's drop that left hand down, come back into table position. Open up your knees wide, have your big toes touching, and sit back towards your heels. Bring your elbows to the mat, palms come together. And then you're going to drop your head down onto the mat as you raise your arms up over your head. Breathing. And then drop the hands back down. Come back up into tabletop. Walk those knees underneath your hips. And we're going to take our right arm and reach it out to the side and then drop it through the hole that the left arm creates, bringing shoulder and head down to the floor. Then you're going to reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Start to spiral that upper arm, letting the circle get bigger and bigger. Making as big a circle as you can, and then pause, reverse direction, spiral back, getting smaller and smaller. Good. Drop that hand down by your face, bring yourself back up, find tabletop again. Let everything readjust. And now you're going to pick up the left arm, reach it out and up, and then drop it down. Drop the shoulder, drop your head. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling. Start spiraling that arm. Letting the circle get bigger and bigger. And then pause, big circle the other way. Gradually getting smaller. And then drop your hand down by your face, lift yourself back up to tabletop position, and just take a minute here, wiggle out the hips, and then come back to center. Curl your toes under behind you and walk sitting back towards your heels. Bring your hands back around. We're just giving those toes a little stretch here. So hands are on the heels. Draw the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, raise the eyes, looking up. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. And then come back up onto your knees and give those toes a little break. You can curl the toes under a little bit just to give them a stretch in the other direction. And then just plant your feet onto the mat. Bring your arms out in front and then pull your whole body back and then bring it forward. Bring it back and forward. Bring it back and forward. Now bring it back and let's hold it here. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, come back up, drop your arms down. Keep your left knee onto the mat and let's bring the right foot forward. And you're going to pick up your heel and just slide it forward down on your mat. You drop your hands down for support. See how far out you can get that front leg to go. You might want to make fists with your hands to support you. And your foot is flexed. You're bringing that foot towards your head. And then see if you can lift your chest, raise your eyes, looking up. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Slide that leg back. And let's bring it so that it crosses in front of you. So you want to bring your foot over so it's in line with the edge of your mat. And drop your knee down and then see if you can straighten that back leg out a bit. And press your hands into the mat in front. Some of us are lifting up like this, just holding it here. Some of us might be able to get down onto our forearms. If you can, drop your head and breathe for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Raise your head, press your hands into the mat, and let's slide that right leg back. Come back into tabletop position. Just do a couple of sways with your hips back and forth. Good, and then come back to center. And then we're going to bring left foot forward, coming up into kneeling position. And then you pick your toes up off the ground and you're going to slide that leg forward as far as you can get it to go, using your hands for support. And now lift your chest, raise your eyes, looking up, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. And then slowly slide that left leg back. You're going to bring your foot over to the other side of the mat, having your foot line up with the edge of the mat, and then pull your right leg back. You can have your hands in front for support here. And turn this way just so you can see a little bit better. So the leg is coming across in front, and your hands are in front for support, and the right leg is reaching back. And we're either holding it here or dropping down to forearms and letting the head release. 3 breaths. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Come back up onto your hands. And let's slide that left leg back. Coming back into tabletop position. Let your hips move side to side. Breathing. Good. And then come back to center again. And let's slide the right knee forward. Pull the left leg back. And this time you can sit right on your heel or walk it out a bit for pigeon pose. Lift up to the tips of your fingers. Raise your heart. Lift your eyes, looking up. Breathing. And then we're going to slowly bend the elbows, fold it down, drop your head to the mat, and then inhale, lift, and come back up. Exhale, fold it down, and then inhale, lift, come back up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. This time we're going to come forward. You can make 2 fists with your hands, one on the other, or place one hand on the other, and let your head rest on top. Breathing here. And then lift your head back up. Press into your hands. Let's curl the toes under on the long leg and lift up, finding downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift and look up. And exhale, roll it back. Now this time we're going to drop down onto our knees and slide left leg forward and pull the right leg back. And you can pull the front leg, having that foot come out a little, or you can be sitting right on your heel of that foot, whichever works best for you. Come up onto the tips of your fingers. Lift your heart, raise your eyes, looking up. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Now bending the elbows, slowly wind it down. And then inhale, lift, and come back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. This time we're going to come down, making a little pillow with our hands. Drop your head and breathe for 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back up. And now let's slide that left leg back, finding tabletop position. Wiggle the hips side to side. And then curling the toes under, press and lift. Find your way up to downward facing dog. Walk your feet in a little so that your feet are planted on the mat. And then let's walk our hands towards our feet, finding a forward fold position. Just let your arms hang down, let your head hang down. Try to straighten up your legs as much as you can. And then try to tighten yourself in a little closer towards your legs. You can use your hands to grab onto your legs to do this. And breathing. Gentle, soft breath. Inhale, exhale, and then release a little bit. And let's walk our hands over to the right, twisting. Head still stays low. And then come back to center. Take it the other way. Drop your head. And then back to center again. Walk your hands up halfway. Flatten your back, lift and look out. So you're just looking diagonally forward in front. Your back is long. Breathing. And then exhale, fold back down. Inhale, lift halfway. Holding it here. Exhale, drop back down. One more time, lift, hold it here. And now we're going to slowly walk ourselves all the way back up to standing. Just taking a minute here, excuse me, to come into a 5-pointed star. Have your arms out to the side. Your feet are just pointing diagonally out. Turn your palms up and then back down. Turn the palms up and down. Palms up and down. Look over at your left foot. Turn your left foot out and bring your right foot in. And now pull your upper body back and forward. Pull it back and forward, back and forward. Bring it back, and this time we bring it forward, hold it, drop the left hand down, raise the right hand up, finding Trikonasana, triangle pose. You want to have your legs nice and long, your arms are straight. That right arm is reaching up as high as it can, spreading out those shoulder blades. If you can, even turning your eyes to look up towards the right thumb. Breathing. And then drop the right hand down, trading places with the left hand. And now the left hand swings around and comes up for a revolved triangle. Twisting around, looking up towards the left. Breathing. And then drop that hand back down. Raise the right hand back up. And then on the inhale, we'll bring it all the way back up to standing. Turn both feet forward. Bend your elbows, bend your knees, come down into a squat. And let's bring the arms together and then back out. Bring them in and out, in and out. Keep it going. Couple more. Good, now bring your arms out, straighten your legs, and we'll go over to the other side. Right foot turns out, left foot turns in, pull upper body back and forth. Bring it back and forth, back and forth. Last one back, now bring it forward, drop the right arm down, bring the left arm up, and holding it here, breathing. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Drop the left hand down, bring the right hand up, twisting, revolving. See how far around you can get. And then hold it there. Breathe. Inhale 1, exhale, inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, drop that hand down, bring the left hand back up, and now on our next inhale, all the way back up to standing. Turn those feet back forward, bend your elbows, keep the elbows nice and high, hands are spread out, fingers wide, and then drop down into the squat. We're going to drop the hands down and then back up. Drop them down and back up. Drop them down and back up. Keep it going. Couple more. And now lift them up, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, and release your arms down. Let's step to the right and shake everything out. Nice job. All right. Bring your hands around back so that your fingers are coming up your back. Draw those elbows together and then put a nice bend in your knees. And we're just going to gently press the belly forward, lift the chest, raise the eyes, looking up, holding it here. Breathe. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, straighten the legs, straighten the back, release the arms down and just shake everything out. Let's come down to seated position. Have your legs long and just take a minute to wiggle side to side, flexing the feet, raising the arms up overhead. Just taking a minute to wiggle out those fingers, lifting the spine. And then on the exhale, slowly fold it forward. Drop your hands towards your toes or your shins, whatever you can get a good hold of. Rounding the back, let your nose drop down towards your knees. Breathing. And then slowly come back up. And we're going to bring the right knee in. You're just going to hug it in towards your torso. And take your hand, your right hand, just place it by your hips. The opposite hand, your left hand, comes up and over, grabs the little toe side of your right foot. And you're just using this right arm as a brace to keep your spine nice and long. And then you're going to lift up that leg, straightening it out, and pushing the foot into the hand. And then once you're settled here, bring that leg across, and you're going to look over your right shoulder, holding it here, breathing. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, bring it back. Bend the knee and drop that foot down. And just come back to center, take a minute, and then bring in the other side. So left leg comes in. Just give it a nice hug, and then your left hand is going to support you over here like a brace. Right arm comes up and over, grabs little toe side of the left foot, and then straighten it out. Once it's straight, cross it over your body, and then twist and look over your left shoulder this time. Both feet are flexed, spread out your toes, legs are active, pushing out through the heels, breathing. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale. Bring it back, drop that leg back down. Let's open up the legs wide into a V shape. Just taking a minute, wiggle side to side. And then come back to center. Bring your hands into center and just gently try to keep your back long here. So don't round over quite yet. Keep your back long. And we're just going to come forward and back, keeping your torso like a unit that you're moving without rounding it over. Just keep it straight, bringing it forward and then back up. Bring it forward and then back up. Now bring it to your edge. Remember, your feet are flexed, feet are active here. And at your edge, let's gently pulse a couple times. You might want to walk those hands out a little further, just seeing where you can get to without rounding the shoulders or curling at the belly. Nice, long, straight spine. Breathe here. Now find your edge and hold it for 3. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Come back up. Turn to your right leg. And now you're going to walk your hands down the outside of the leg, coming down with a flat back as far as you can. Use your hands for support. And once you get to your edge, just pulse up and down a few times. Breathing, and then round the shoulders, grab hold of whatever you can get a hold of, drop your nose down towards your knee. And then walk those hands back up. Come back to center. Just take a minute here, straighten out the legs, straighten out the spine, and then we'll go over to the other side. On the left leg, just gently walking yourself down the leg, keeping the back long, lifting the chest, just coming down, finding your edge, gently pulsing, and then slowly drop it down. Let your nose drop down towards your knee, grabbing your foot or your toes, whatever you can get with your hands. Breathing. And then come back up to center again. Let's walk down the middle one last time. If you can, see if you can bring your forearms down to the mat. Fingers are spread out wide. And then just rounding, dropping, folding. See where you can get to. Keep your feet flexed, toes spread. And then slowly come back up. Let's bring the bottoms of our feet together. Coming into Baddha Konasana, just rocking side to side a couple times. And then holding on to your ankles, bring the upper body forward and back a few times. It's really good for your back if you've been out working in the garden, shoveling, doing things you don't do quite on a regular basis. And then bring it forward. If you want to grab your toes, you can. Hold it there. Let your head drop down. Round the shoulders, round the back. Breathing. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Come back up. Straighten out the legs. Inhale up. Reach way up through the torso, through the arms. Exhale, fold it forward. Drop it down. And then come back up. And we're going to slowly bring our knees in towards us. Hands on the knees. Just pick your feet up off the ground for a minute, balancing here. See if you can walk your hands behind your legs and then straighten it up all the way or just parallel to the floor. See what feels right this morning. Pull your belly in, back stays long. And if you like, release the hands. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Grab behind the legs, drop the feet down, hands on the knees, and just slowly wind yourself down onto your back. Taking a minute here to readjust. You want to be about in the middle of your mat with your legs, one leg extending. Bring the right knee in. Just give it a little hug here. Flexing the left foot, reaching it out. And then raise your head up and bring that leg in towards you. Just giving it a little hug here. Holding it, head is lifted. You're bringing it in as close as you can towards your body. And then exhale, drop your head. Release that right leg. Bring the left leg in, give it a hug. Feet are flexed. Nice gentle breath here. You can feel your belly pushing into your leg as you breathe. Both feet are flexed, toes are spread. And now lifting the head, grabbing hold of the knee and the foot, bring it in. Really tuck it in towards you. Breathing. And then drop your head back down. Straighten out your legs for a minute. Open open up your legs wide so that your feet are about as wide as your mat, and just windshield wiper your feet back and forth a couple times. And then slowly walk those feet a little closer together. If there's any final movements or a stretch that would feel really good to you right now to do, feel free to do that. Otherwise, we're just working our way down to Shavasana. Legs are extended, arms are reaching out, palms facing up at your side. You're going to just take a couple of breaths here to move any little part of your body that might need to be adjusted to feel settled. Moving your chin side to side. Wiggle the shoulders. Do whatever you need to do to feel settled in your spot. And then just let your eyes close. Take one last deep breath in. Exhale, release. And then just let yourself focus on the sounds around you. On your next inhale, take a deeper breath in. Exhale, release. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel your body beginning to move again. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give your knees a little hug. Curl up, and then slowly roll over to your side. Just take a breath or two there. And then slowly return back to seated position, facing in this direction. Bring your hands together at your heart and take a moment to bow your head to your inner light. My wish for you today is health in your body, peace in your mind, and love in your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, stop the recordings.